Okay, so Alex, take us through and tell us how we actually achieve this. How do we actually put this in effect in our lives?
Okay. So we had the predicament, not realizing or being aware that this actually exists intentionally. We had the reason why people are stuck is they don't do it consistently day after day, month after month. If you just do it for 3 months, you'll be shocked. This is the resolution. This is how it's almost like a 3-act Shakespearean play. You know, predicament, the building up of that predicament, which is the stuckedness,
right,
and then now the resolution. So the resolution is when you're networking, which is the most important thing that you could possibly do. The thing that you want to always think in your mind is, which of these 4 categories am I networking with? So right now we're at a mastermind event. We just happen to be doing this interview prior to a mastermind event.
Right.
And we're going to do a lot of networking later at the time of this recording. Now, the first thing I think of is not how can I serve this person. I first put them in a bucket. Are they a supplier of mine? Are they a customer, or I call them student of mine? Are they a team member of mine? Or are they part of the world? And based on which of the 4 buckets they fall into, I now know how to network with them, and I know I can create a winning scenario for them. But if I don't categorize them that way, if I just call them people, then typically, and this happens all the time, you go to a networking event, you come back, you look at a bunch of business cards stacked on your desk, and nothing ever happens. And I have news for you. For every day that passes, 10% of the value of that lead or prospect goes down. After 10 days, they're a dinosaur. They've forgotten all about you. I would carve out 2 business days after you get back from an event just for follow-up.
Right.
Just for follow-up. We call those buffer days. And so what I do is I put down next to them C for customer, S for supplier, T for team. If I'm going to hire someone, let's say, as a team member, and that goes for like an independent contractor that's going to do work for me. And then finally W as the world, or a prospect, to become a customer, so on and so forth. Can they be more than 1? Yes, but they usually have a bias towards 1. Now, why is this so important? Is because now you can see if some of your buckets are more full than others. Are you with me?
I am.
And every person in every bucket is a marketer. They're all designed to grow your business faster, better, and easier. And so the way you utilize it is not only make them successful by touching them, these are touch points every single day, but also by plussing them on Google Plus, or commenting on them and getting them to like you on Facebook, tweeting on Twitter, understanding who they represent, and then speaking to them in that language, because every one of the 4 buckets has a different dialect.
Right.
You don't speak to your grandmother or grandparent,
right,
you know, the same way you would talk to your mom or a sibling.
Right.
And so you don't talk to the world like you would talk to a customer. You wouldn't talk to a customer the same way you talk to a supplier. And I hope this is making sense, because once you start making wins for them in their language, they will make wins for you in your language. And that's where most people fall short, and they are stuck, because they don't categorize people in the networking of the 4 species within the karmic nest. And there's no karmic echo.
And the really cool thing, I just want to mention this to folks, and you actually, it's not just BS, you practice this. Intentionally. And the reason, I say that is because the first time we met, and we kind of got together through a mutual acquaintance, a network kind of deal, and that's exactly what you did when we connected. You found me on Facebook, you plus me on Google Plus, you said, hey, what's going on, blah, blah, blah.
Introduced you to my tribe.
Exactly.
Right.
All that really cool stuff. So I just wanted to acknowledge that's one of the things that I think you do very, very, very well. And I could definitely see where going forward that folks, if they get this, and build, nurture relationships with those 4 segments, or those 4 quarters, could really do a lot to build your business very, very rapidly in ways that you can't even imagine.
They show up invisibly, and it goes from transactional to relational. It goes from masculine hunting to feminine gathering. It is the direction that people are going. Relationship capital is much more valuable than physical capital, and it makes use of your time versus just money.
Absolutely. Excellent. Thanks so much, Alex. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.